Hey everyone, I'm Armor Gaming, welcome back to my channel and welcome to the video on a recent update to Monster Legends. So let's just see what this update's all about. Update Monster Legends. You'll need version 7.4 to be able to play Team Wars from November 15th onwards. But just because there are so many cool things coming, climb up the team leagues to get better and better rewards as your team goes up, enjoy a renewed team shop and more. Hit the button to find out all about the changes coming to Team Wars. Alright, so now we're in the update section of the game, so let's see what it's all about. Hello Monster Masters, we thought it was about time to revamp the Team Wars. We know it is one of the most beloved and played features of Monster Legends, and we are aware how important it is to our community. For this reason, we've approached it very carefully, trying to improve some key aspects, but leaving the core systems untouched. Below you'll find a brief summary of the new features that we have added to Team Wars starting in mid-November. New additions: war medals obtainable in the Team Battleground, and old shop changes, cells, and runes. Okay, let's keep on going. War medals obtainable in Team Battleground. Let's see, leagues. Similar to multiplayer PvP, we introduced leagues in Team Wars. This means that there's a ranking progression from Bronze to Legendary that is defined by how many trophies your team obtains in Wars. So that's a picture of how it's depicted, and I can show it actually, so we'll do that later. Trophies. Trophies are a performance indicator that replaces team score. So no more team score. As a first measure, when we introduce the new changes, we will convert the current ranking position to trophies. This means that the global ranking position will remain the same, but with a different type of score. If you play in the multiplayer mode, you are already familiar with the trophy system. In the case of Team Wars, each battle will grant or remove a certain amount of trophies depending on if your team wins or loses the war. The amount of trophies that you win or lose each war also depends on the difference between your teams and your opponent's current trophies. Winning against stronger teams will give you more trophies than winning against weaker teams. Similarly, losing against weaker teams will take away more trophies than losing against stronger teams, which makes perfect sense. If you're constantly going up against tough teams and losing to them, you should lose less trophies. But if you manage to beat that tougher team, you should get more trophies. After each war, the amount of trophies will be updated, instantly affecting the global score and possibly pushing you up or down the league's ranking. Okay, cool. So let's see, matchmaking. Until now, matchmaking was based on an invisible value that took into account the power of each team's monsters, adjusted for the current restrictions. This was confusing due to the fact that players didn't have access to this value and assumed that monster power was the main matchmaking parameter. This is true. A lot of players thought that if you can manipulate your monster power, that you can manipulate what kind of wars you get into, and it did really seem that way. Anyhow, it's also worth noting that the current monster power is not an accurate indicator of a team's actual power, and we will address this issue very soon. So at least Social Point does realize or does accept the fact that monster power is really not a good indication of how powerful a team is. Monster power can easily be adjusted. You can fluff it by getting a lot of rare pantikins, ranking them up, feeding them. You can sell off monsters to reduce your monster power. Like, there's just so many ways to manipulate monster power. Anyhow, after the release of trophies, the matchmaking for Team Wars will be based solely on each team's amount of trophies. Over time, trophies will become an accurate representation of each team's performance in wars, and therefore they will provide a better quality matchmaking for wars. I believe this to be the case. I think it's very similar to what happened with player versus player. In player versus player, now that they created these new leagues, we see which players have a lot of trophies, or whatever the ranking is in Team Wars, compared to players that don't have so many trophies. So now there's no way I should, I have like 5,000 trophies maybe, 4,500? There's no way I should be facing someone that has 11,000 trophies. A person with 11,000 trophies should be facing other players with around 11,000 trophies. So hopefully that's how war over time will develop. I think when they made the change to player versus player, a lot of players were upset. And I think it was primarily because the rewards changed, not so much the new system. But I think now the new system, a lot of players like it. Or at least I like it, or I don't mind it. So hopefully Team Wars is the same. Let's talk about war medals. A new currency called war medals will be introduced in parallel to war coins. War medals will be given to all members of a team after each war, with the winning team getting bigger amount than the losing team. War medals will only be obtained if the team reaches a minimum number of war coins during the war. Cool. So it's not like you have to do something. You can't just lose a bunch of wars and accumulate war coins, or accumulate war medals. You have to hit this minimum amount. Anyhow, the higher your team is in the league ranking, the more war medals it will obtain after each war. So it's important to climb the leagues and stay on top as long as possible to obtain more war medals to spend in the new team shop. Together with Team Wars and Team Battlegrounds will be the other event where you can obtain war medals. Cool. New team shop. The team shop will be very similar to the old one, but it will also have a new section where you can spend war medals to obtain exclusive content. But don't worry, all the old content will remain in the shop and you will still be able to get it with your war coins. In this new section, some of the content will be locked to a particular league. Very interesting. So maybe if you're at a lower league, you're not going to be able to get something that's only obtainable once you're at a higher league. In order to be able to purchase that, your team has to be at the requested league or above. Some examples of exclusive content you'll find in the new shop are new powerful relics and monsters that are only obtainable in this shop. You might also notice that some content will require both war medals and war coins in order to be purchased. Old shop changes, cells and ruins. The old shop will receive a change in the form that you can purchase some of its contents. Now you will be able to purchase generals and other monsters offered only by cells. Wait, what? Now you'll be able to purchase generals and other monsters only with cells, so you can't buy the monster outright? The prices are revisited, so now for the same price, okay, so it costs the same, and now you get it in cell form, and then you have to craft the egg, okay. This will give you a big advantage if you want to rank up your generals, because you'll have to avoid the hatching and feeding process. That is very true for those of us that already have the generals. Runes will be replaced in chest packs instead of having them individually. The chests are divided based on categories, so it can be speed, stamina, strength, or gold. You will get an individual or team rune of a minimum level 7 up to a level 10. So now there's a chance to get a level 10 rune from the team shop. Pretty darn cool, and as low as a level 7. Restrictions by league. Together with all the new points above, a new important mechanic will be introduced in the future wars, different restrictions for each league. The wars rules will be directly tied to the league your team belongs to. This means that different leagues will have different types of restrictions, so we won't have just one type of restriction for all teams anymore. Very interesting. Each league will have its own set of rules for restrictions. For example, teams in the top league will need to make use of ranked monsters in order to fight their wars. Oh wow, I don't know how I feel about that. Well, it depends. Like if they're asking for a rank 5 exclusive, well I do have Ruby, but while lower leagues will require only elements and books. I feel like this has the potential to get a little awful, but I guess we'll have to see it before I make an actual conclusion. Anyhow, we think these changes will make Team Wars more rewarding and exciting. We really hope you will have fun with this revamped version. We would like to see your feedback, so let them know. Awesome, let's see some of the new things going on. So let's click on the team shop. So my team is in League Legendary 4. Yeah, you can only get cells for monsters, so those are the cost of the monsters. Let's keep scrolling. Here are the chests. They cost 1.8k coins. You can get a level 7, level 8, 9, or 10 for 1.8k coins. That is a better purchase price than the previous, which was what, a level 7 rune for like 1.5, 1.6k. So that's pretty good. The runes is now definitely more valuable. And didn't I always tell everyone to just save your war coins because something eventually would happen? And here it is. This is something cool that eventually finally happened. So let's click on this new thing on the bottom left, bottom right hand side. So these are the war medals. You can get war medals by participating in team wars. Look at that, a diamond relic chest. Thank you, Social Point. Finally a way to get diamond relics. You need 4,000 war coins and 5,000 war medals. That seems to be a bunch, but who knows how easily you'll be able to get them. An exclusive monster chest, you can get Drakor here. Drakor and Talonay, how awesome is that? And I feel like this is a new type of monster. They have the same kind of armor, so we're gonna be seeing like different exclusive monsters for each element. This is like the new generals or general pet, general bodyguards, whatever. That's what it feels like to me. Pretty darn cool. And this monster is incredible. Drakor, he's something else. And let's see, there's also the War Silver Relic chest. Contains 1 silver relic tier or higher. Chance of getting gold or diamond. Includes exclusive Team League relics. I wonder what those new relics are going to be. There's a gold chest that is either going to be a gold or a diamond relic. Let's see, this gold chest costs 2,000 war coins and 1,000 war medals. This guaranteed diamond is 4,000 war coins and 5,000. Gosh, I wonder if it's better to get like 2 war gold relic chests or 1 war diamond. It'll cost the same in terms of war coins, but you'll save 3,000 in terms of war medals, although this is just guaranteed at least 2 gold, where this is your guaranteed diamond. And look, up here where it shows the name War Diamond Relic Chest, it shows you the restriction. So you can only get this if you're Legendary 4 or above, which my team is. The War Silver Relic Chest, you have to be Silver 3, Gold 3 for the Gold Chest, and what is this? Champion 3 for the War VIP Monster Chest, which costs 2.5k war coins and 2,000 war medals. And look, with this one you have a chance to get any of the VIP monsters or one of the exclusive Team League monsters. So very interesting, a way for all players to get VIP monsters without having to purchase them. Wow, cool. So I'm liking this. I just don't know how exactly we're going to be getting these war coins. Let's see if I can find out some more information. I believe I saw something new here. There's now a ranking league, and yeah, there it is. So trophies, it shows, let's go to my rank. So my team right now is rank 63. We have 5,906 trophies. So we're actually tied for 62nd place, and we're about to reach, honestly, if we win, we could probably jump up quite a bit, but then they might win also or lose some. So cool, yeah, like look at Monster Legends Reborn. They jumped up 35 spots, probably because they recently won a war. Let's see, there's team leagues in the middle. Oh, so here it is. We're in Legendary 4. If we win every war we win, we get 100. Wow. I don't think these amounts are finalized, or maybe they are. I don't know, because 1,000 for every war we win. If we wanted to get 5,000, we would need to win what, 50 wars? Yeah, we would need to win 50 wars to get, wow, to get our 5,000 war medals. So I'm assuming maybe at the end of a league, it'll be like PvP where you get like a bonus amount of war medals or something. Every loss we get 50. If we make it to Legendary 3, which I think my team might be able to, we'll get 130 for every win, 65 for every defeat. If you make it to the top 25, you get 160. If you make it to Legendary 1, you get 200. If you make a Legendary Leader, you get 2,275. My bad. Defeat is 140. And then if you're at a lower league, yeah, you get way, way less. But it makes sense, right? Because you're fighting against easier opponents. Like if you're in a Champion 3 league, you're facing opponents that have 1,000 less trophies than someone in Legendary 4 or even Champion 1. So I don't know, I'm actually looking forward to this. I'm pretty optimistic that this is going to be a very good system. I'm hoping it's going to be a good system, but we won't really know until we've had a few weeks to play test with it. Again, just like player versus player, I don't know how people feel about it. Personally though, I like it. I also haven't noticed too much of a difference. I ended off in Legendary 4 as I usually always do. And I ended up with my gold relic chest. I think I used to get 2, but now I got 1. But I got an additional 2 silver, which is nice. I think 2 silver is honestly better than 1 gold in terms of fusion, if I'm not mistaken. And then I got 300 orbs. Which I love because I believe in the old league system, I only used to get 180 or maybe 220 or something. So I don't mind this new league system. I think it actually worked out. And when I battle opponents, all of these opponents here are within the realm of beating. It's really nothing too difficult. So I'm a fan of the league system in player versus player, and I think the league system in Team Wars is also going to be a good thing. It encourages teams to stay together. It encourages you to not break apart and make a new team because you're going to have to start all over, which is pretty good. And I think that overall has good indications for matchmaking, so you can actually play against fair battles. So I'm really looking forward to see how this ends up. But so far, I'm pretty optimistic, and I like the new team shop. Again, the war medals is going to be the one thing, like how difficult is it to get a monster and everything. But I guess we'll find out when it happens. Let's see, monster power. What's my ranking monster power wise? 2.818 mil. So I guess now when we compare teams fighting, we should compare by trophies. Yeah, I think this might actually be a really good system, but again, we'll find out. So anyhow, guys, that's going to be it. Those are my thoughts. I'm learning everything about this new league system. So I want to hear from all of you guys. What do you guys think about it? Do you like it? Do you dislike it? Whatever thoughts you guys may have, please let me know in the comments below. Looking forward to reading your guys' thoughts, and I will see you all next time. Make sure to update your Monster Legends game so you can play in this new league system. Thank you very much, and again, I will see you all next time.